After the measurement with the spectrometer, the raw data is then processed through these very huge data files, usually in Excel, but you can also use other programs. And what you do usually to understand all the information is to include all the possible information about the individuals. In this case, it's bulk analysis, so it's data that is coming from RIPs. So we have one data point for each of the individuals for nitrogen and carbon, and these are all plotted inside of these tables and then in these graphs. This, for example, is a scatter plot of different populations from different medieval and early modern cemeteries from southern Estonia. And as you can see from here, there are the mean values that are represented by these crosses, and then we have the different colors and the different shapes of these points in the scatter plot that represent a particular cemetery. Each of the points is of course a data point. So we have on the X value over here, we have the carbon, and it's all negative, so it goes from the more negative to the less negative. And then we have on the other side, on the Y axis, we have the nitrogen, which goes on the other side from more or less 4 per mil, and it goes up according to actually what you have in your population. In this case, we are talking about 16, 17 per mil. And these are the individuals in the population. From the position of the groups of points that represent each of these cemeteries, and so each of these populations inside of these scatter plots, we can have an idea of the fact that the individuals were having a more terrestrial or marine diet, and the amount of protein from animals that they were consuming, or the amount of plant-based diet that they were consuming. In this case, we also have the comparison with the animal values. So these squares here represent the mean values of the animals that were sampled as a comparison with the population. So this is useful especially for nitrogen, because you can see higher values for the population, indicating that they were consuming animals with similar isotopic values.